friends, welcome to my channel MN Coaching Center. So today I'm going to explain your 11th standard biology first second chapter, that is biological classification. So here I will explain you as well as I will say you how much marks they may ask that question. So here it carefully. So Aristotle proposed us about the two kingdom of classification. So this they may ask you in your final exam, who proposed us the two kingdom of classification. And the two kingdoms of classification, they both are plantaria and animalia. So they may ask in your final exam, name the two kingdom of classification. Next is the drawbacks of two kingdom of classification. They are the distinction between the unicellular and multicellular and prokaryote and eukaryote, and photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic means the distinction between the green algae and fungi organism. They are the drawbacks of this two kingdom classification. So this also they may ask you for 2 marks they may ask. And who gave proposed us about the 5 kingdom of classification? So he was the R.H. Whittaker, who classified us in 1968. He classified that. And what are the kingdoms? Are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantaria, Animalia. So this they may ask for 2 marks, 1 mark for this and 2 marks for the 5 kingdoms rating if they ask means. So next is the different criteria adopted by the R.H. Whittaker in the 5 kingdoms. Or he saw that it should have cell structure, thallus means body organization, mode of nutrition it should have reproduction, it should have phylogenetic relationship. These are the 5 kingdoms should have the criteria. The 5 kingdoms should have, we saw. And this if they may ask for 2 marks. And the different forms of Monera, different organs including under the kingdom Monera, they are the Archaeobacteria, Eubacteria, Cyanobacteria and Mycoplasm are the 4 types in the organisms included under the kingdom Monera, and they may ask for 2 marks. Okay. And also the next thing is, let us list about the bacteria, characteristics of bacteria. So bacteria is it belongs to kingdom Monera, and it is prokaryote, and also the bacteria is based on different shapes like coccus that has spherical shaped, and bacol that is like rod shaped, and vibro that is like comma, it is like a comma shape, and spherical that is spiral shape. These are the different types, and they can live in such as hot springs, deserts, snow, deep oceans. In these places also they can live. And bacteria are heterotrophic and survival in parasites on other organisms or in dead organisms. They may survive. And there are some of them are photoautotrophic. Chemoautotrophic means photo on they live because by the sun, because of sunlight they will live. They make that as food. And chemoautotrophic by chemicals. So these they may ask for 3 marks. They will ask what about the bacteria, about the characteristics of bacteria. Next is a short note on antibacteria. So let's read a short note. So there are most primitive organisms. And they only survive in extreme environmental conditions such as like salt areas in sea. In extreme conditions they survive, and this cell wall is specially specialized to survive under. Their cell wall is made to it can survive in under the extreme conditions only, and they are present in the guts of the cattle such as cows and buffaloes. On them they are present. So this that also that they have for 3 marks. Next is what are heterocytes. So the heterocytes, they are the nitrogen fixing cells of notoc. In notoc they are the nitrogen fixing cell in notoc. They help for nitrogen fixing in notoc. So this they may ask in 1 marks. And to draw the nostoc. So to draw the nostoc, this diagram you have to practice. So which is the smallest kingdom in this, the smallest known organism in this is mycoplasm. As I said, mycoplasm, there are the here. I said no, see mycoplasm, they are under monera. It will come. So it is the smallest organisms we can say. So next, protista. Protista, it is an unicellular, it is an eukaryote, it is there are two single cells for it. They are, we can see it in aquatic organisms, and they are they have nucleus, and they can say, reproduce by sexual and asexual method. Both, by help of both methods they will reproduce. Okay, so for these are the some salient features or some characteristics of protista. They may ask for 3 marks. Next is the chrysophytes. So the they are their significance. So they are its significance, or it is diatom, or it is like golden algae, and they are found in fresh or marine water, and they are photosynthetic. They are found in aquatic ecosystem. These are, and it can be seen in oceans, and rigid and indestruct as well, indestruct as cell wall made of silica, and the and filtrine oils and syrups and polishing they are made. So these are some significance of the chrysophytes. So this is also the mass for 3 marks. So next is name the organism that causes red tides in sea. The red tides is gonioclax that causes red tides. So the smallest organism in the kingdom is, now only you learned, that is mycoplasm. So remember that, they may ask that for 1 marks. So you can score 1 marks easily, so remember that. So let us know about protozoa. This also they may ask for 3 marks if they have to explain. So there are 4 types of protozoas. One is amoeboid protozoans, and flagellate protozoans, ciliated protozoans, and sporozoans. These are the 4 types of protozoans. And first let's know about amoeboid protozoa. So what means, they live in the freshwater, marine water, in that they will live, and they are heterotrophic, and they survive as parasites, and they move and capture their prey with the help of pseudopodia. There are some amoeba, or the example, as you know, pseudopodia, amoeba. You have learnt in your lower classes about amoeba. It by the help of pseudopodia, it takes the food. Next is fragment protozoa. So they are free living or parasites. They move with the help of flagella. Some of the example of them are euglena. So euglena also you may have learnt. So 1 minute. So these are the some types of euglena you may have learnt in your lower classes. These are the euglena. It has flagellum, stigma, and nucleus, nucleolus. So this is the end. It has chloroplast. This is the euglena. And let's know about the next thing is the ciliate protozoans. These are the aquatic forms and move with the help of cilia. It is a thing that are present in that. By the help of that, moves. It moves there, and some of the example of them are Parmoecium. And lost zoans or sporozoans. These are the parasite forms that lack locomotory organelles. They have the infectional spores like strategy, and they are like life cycle. So these are the protozoans, the amoeboid protozoa, flagellate protozoa, ciliate protozoa, and sporozoas. So okay friends, this they will ask for 3 marks. Next, the 5 marks, the question they may ask in this is about the fungi. Let's know about the fungi. So fungi, they are heterotrophic organisms. They live in warm and humid condition, and they can live in unicellular. They are both unicellular, multicellular, and they have long hairs, and the long hairs and like structure called the hyphae, and this hyphae is known as mycelium. It is further, and which may be septate, means which cross wall, or which has cross wall and which does not have cross wall. So now septate means which does not have cross wall, and the cell wall made up of chitin or polysaccharide, chitin or polysaccharides. They are made the cell wall. So this is the chitin layer that is found in fungi. This is the chitin, and like that only. This is the chitin layer that is found this in the down here, blue color you are seeing, no, that is the chitin layer you found in fungi. And also they are heterotrophic, and they absorb soluble matters, parasites, plants and animals, and they are algae, and associated with algae. They reproduce with asexual and asexual also. So these are some features of fungi. So this they may ask for you for 5 marks. So don't forget, one is they are heterotrophic, they are unicellular, multicellular, they live in warm and cold, warm and humid condition. They are have long hair, thread like hair, called as hyphae, sorry, and this is further called as mycelium, and they both have septate. Some have septate, which may be septate and non-septate, and they have a wall called chitin, and they are heterotrophic. They are heterotrophic. They are heterotrophic, and they do reproduction by sexual and asexual method. So write only 10 points for 5 marks. So remember some 11 points. If you forgot 1 or 11 or 12 points, if you forgot 1 or 2 points, then it will be helpful for you, so that if you forgot remember 12 points, so that if you forgot 1 or 2 points, then you can there, but also no problem, 10 points you will be remembered, so that you will get 5 marks. So next is classification of fungi. So now we learnt about fungi, what are the things that are present and how it lives, characteristics of fungi. Now the different types of fungi, there are like classification of protista, we did know, protozoas, we did know, like that only. Classification of fungi now we will do. So let's know the phycomycetes are the first classification, second is asosemites, and third is basidomycetes, and the fourth is deuteromycete. So this they may ask for 5 marks. So let's know about phycomycetes. So they are found in aquatic habits, and they are found in moist soil, and they are obligate parasites on plants, and they are myceliums or aseptate, means without cross wall. As you know, I said their septate means they with cross walls, aseptate means without cross wall. And next, asexual reproduction is by zoospores and aplanospores, and the gametes may be similar. They may be similar. So in next is ascomocytes. So they are known as fungi. They are mostly medicellular and rarely unicellular somehow. And mycelium is septate and is disbranched, and they are saprophytes, decomposers, etc. And they reproduce asexually by formation of spores. By formation of spores, they reproduce, and also they are reproduce asexual by formation of spore called conidia. In conifers they are produced, and they are sexual spores called as ecospores. So next is basidomycetes. It includes the mushrooms, brackets, fungi, or puffballs. They grow in soil, blocks of wood, and tree stumps, and are parasites on plant bodies. And the myceliums are septate. They also, and they do a sexual spore, or generally not found. And fragmentation, the sex organs are absent in that. In the plasmogenesis takes place by the fission of protoplasm of two different strains. So next is deuteromycetes, and they are commonly known as imperfect fungi because of absence of sexual phase. They reproduce either by vegetative or by asexual method, and the myceliums are, as usual in all, are branched and septate, and the parasites are saprophytes. So easily you have to remember that in all the mycelium are septate and branched, and they are decomposers or parasites, and they some do asexual method and some do reproduction in sexual method. So here I will stop. I will explain the other topics in my next part 2 video. So till here you understand about fungi, protovista, and how much marks they will ask. So okay friends, like the video, comment on my video, and subscribe my channel and coaching center for more video. I will explain the other topics of protista, and some are there that in my next video. So till then, take care, have a nice day, bye friends.